and how your journey's been. You've been doing this for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, this is Kayla. She just earned $920 something thousand. It was 920, right?
918.
918. $918,000 in rank advancement bonuses with the last rank advancement period that we just had. And I obviously saw that. It was just like, I saw that and I was just seriously so blown away. So if you could just share with us, okay, baby, like I said, just your backstory, you know, how you got started thriving, what your journey's been like. We really do love the good and the bad, like all of it. So if you've gone through rough patches in your business, we would love to hear that as well. And usually these Zooms are so much better organized, I promise. But I wasn't prepared for the time change.
No, that's good. So I have a Zoom. I have another, like I have my own opportunity Zoom coming up in, I got to be real, like sweet, short,
Yeah,
simple. But so here, I'm going to give you all my backstory. My backstory is rough. It's rough.
Like that.
It's rough. So bad parents, bad childhood, bad all this stuff. I was a meth and heroin addict for most of my adult life. I was a prostitute. I was a junkie. I was all the things that you could like put as like the worst category of person, like that was me. So I lived that life for a very long time. I didn't graduate grade 9. I dropped out. I just had a nasty life. And then I got pregnant with my son, again, through what I was doing at the time, but it changed my whole life around. And I knew that little being needed me, and I put the drugs away and I put like the life away, and I got on a bus and I got away from that. And I decided to change my life that day, like for him. And I did that. I got on a bus and I got clean, and I am going on 9 years clean this year. Like, woo, if you're in recovery, it's a big deal. So, I'm 9 years clean this year. I still have my father passed away from addiction. He overdosed and died, and my mother is still lost in addiction. So I still have that huge like addiction, like family perspective. And I knew that when I had my baby, like I wanted more. I had to break that chain. Like I wanted it so bad, but I had no idea how to do it. So when I first got into network marketing, it was with another company. And it was because like, I knew that I had this baby and I needed to be at home with this baby, and I didn't want to miss out on anything to do with this baby. But I knew that I couldn't afford to put this baby in daycare, and I knew that I couldn't get a real, like a real job that paid actual like money, or more than like minimum wage, which minimum wage would have paid for the daycare, which would have defeated the whole purpose. It was like a giant, horrible cycle. So I knew that I needed something at home that I could do at home and succeed with. And I signed on with another network marketing company strictly out of my need for money. And I made it like a little bit in, but I didn't do that well. Like I made it in enough. I made it like halfway up the ranks or whatever, because like I'm determined, I'm a hustler. I'm like, no eat, no sleep. Like I'll do whatever I have to do, but I didn't make it that much because my heart was not in it. My heart was not in the products. My heart was not in the people I was surrounded with. It just, my heart wasn't in it. And that was like when I was going on to my like, I was pregnant with my second baby when Thrive fell into my lap, and I was exhausted, like exhausted. If you know what recovery means, I like to describe it to people. Being in recovery is like being a normal person, but with 50-50 pound bag of potatoes on your shoulders, like 24/7. When you wake up in the morning, you have those bag of potatoes on your shoulders. It's hard to get up. It's hard to shower. It's hard to get a cup of coffee. It's hard to take care of your kids. It's hard to do all the things. It's very fucking hard. Guys, I'm not scripted. If you have kids listening to this, censor them out. I'm the F-bomb mom. I'm just going to throw that out there, and I'm not going to apologize for who I am, but it is fucking hard. It's very, very hard to live in recovery. So I was living that life, and I was doing the thing, guys. I was recovering from the drugs. I was recovering, and I was this new mom, and I had this beautiful baby, and I was waking up every day, and I was doing the thing, but the laundry wasn't getting done. It was overloaded. The dishes, I was doing the bare minimum of absolutely everything to do with mothering. And then I saw this person post on Facebook about she posted on Facebook first. The first thing that caught my eye was that she was down at the lake with all these kids, and she had all this energy. And she was wearing the sticker. And I was like, there's no way that there's a sticker that's going to make, like, that you put on your body that's going to make you feel that good. So I kind of rolled my eyes for a little while. I kept watching her, and I watched her, and I watched her, and I watched her, and I watched her. And then one day she posted about having a mini experience for sale, and it was $20, and I was on welfare. So like my budget was slim to absolutely none, like couldn't afford milk, that kind of thing. But I was like, $20 to feel like what have I got to lose? Like I was drinking a pot of coffee, literally an entire pot of coffee to myself by noon. And I was still napping in the afternoon with my kids. I would nap in the afternoon with the babies. And then as soon as they got up, I would make them like the bare essentials for dinner. And then when it came down to it, when they were ready to go to sleep, I would make an excuse like, oh, I have to go snuggle them to put them to sleep. But realistically, it was just me being exhausted and me being just like wanting to crawl into bed and go to sleep with them. So that was like my life on repeat. Nothing's getting done. Bare minimum. We're living out of the dryer. And I like to say that all the time because like literally it was like, if you want clean clothes, go look in the dryer. If not, they're like soggy in the washer kind of thing. And then I got that 3-day mini in the mail, and it changed my goddamn life. Like it changed my damn life. Day one, I was obviously a day one thriver. My body needed everything that it could get. And that's where I like to tell anybody that comes into this business is, yes, I was a day one thriver because I neglected my body for so long. It was like a sponge and it sucked everything in. But if you are a healthy person, or this is why people thrive on different days, right? Day one, day two, day three, maybe you need a detox, maybe you needed this. My body was a drug addict sponge that just went, oh my God, I need all the things, right? So I sucked it up like a damn sponge. And day one, I spring cleaned the whole house, took my kids to the park. I made a roast dinner and an apple pie. And I was like, I did all of the things. My husband came home that day, and we weren't actually married at the time, but he came home that day and questioned my recovery. Like he questioned if I was on something because all the things got done and the kids were happy and I was like playing with them and I just had this like light about me, and he questioned if that was what it was. I was like, no, babe, I swear to God, it's a sticker. Like this thing that I tried, the thing that I got in the mail, like I can't tell you how good I feel. Now, because I was with another network marketing company at the time, I was a huge skeptic of like I didn't obviously succeed that much. I felt like I just burnt out my Facebook, being told horrible ways to work your business, like cold messaging and posting 24/7. And just like, I was taught just such like nasty habits for building my business online that I was so skeptical about hitting the promoter button. So I ordered the first month, and I actually borrowed the money from my husband's credit card. And I was like, babe, just do it. Just do it. Like, look at what I did today. Like, just invest in me. Okay. Like I need you to do this. So I ordered my first month, and Then I went on a trip to Newfoundland, who, if you don't know Canada, it's like another, I'm on an island. There's another island. I went to another island. I went to go see my husband's family, and I did I took the 3 steps for a full month while I was there with my family, and I lost 24 pounds of my baby weight was just like gone. When I came home, I was a completely different person, like literally like shush gone. Like I was like I just looked healthy, and it wasn't like I just lost 24 pounds. Like I literally just looked healthy. My hair had grown so much. Like I had these I was glowing in the most wonderful way. And that's when my husband's like, you got to do this. Like if you think you can do this, go do all the things. And I purchased the $400 kit. My only regret from when I first started is that I didn't get the 800 kit, is that I didn't go balls to the wall and I didn't get the whole VIP package. Because at the time, I think it wasn't free samples, it was 10% off codes. When I it was the 10% off codes. And I just like, obviously I could have used it, but I was like budgeting and I'm like, no, I shouldn't. But seriously, guys, like if I know I'm speaking to another team right now that isn't my own, but when I tell you right now, like if you want to push big volume, there's a reason for it. Like if I don't sign anybody on $400 kits ever. I'm like, the $800 kit is what you need. What can I do to help make that happen? Because you get 20 free mail outs, right? So the second you buy your kit, you're going to get 20 people starting their experience at the same time as you. And that's how you get your bonuses. That's how you get VIP 800, 1600, 4K, is getting those 20 people starting at the same time as you. It is fucking vital to get that $800 kit out there. And then on top of that, you get paid as the top of the company for 4 months. It is a huge damn deal. So anyway, I got that kit, and I had it pre-sold before the mailman dropped it off. Like I went through my entire Facebook. Like keep in mind, I didn't come in with like a big network. I came in with a minus network. I came in, so look, I'm gonna drop the bomb. I came in from a company that sells wraps. But so I had like cold messaged, and I had like burnt my network out to a crisp. I had burnt my network to a crisp. And my success came from my first post being, holy shit, I feel amazing. It was a selfie of me in the grocery store with my sticker going, holy shit, I've never felt this good. And that was it. Holy shit, I've never felt this good. And it was just like me in the grocery store saying, oh my God, I've never felt this amazing. And despite the fact that I had burnt my entire network and everybody that I knew had gotten all these copy and pasted, blah, 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 they were like, why do you feel so good? Like, what is that sticker? Like, what are you doing? And they had all the questions, and I was obviously really excited to answer them. So that's how it started. I got my VIP 800 in like 7 hours. After that, it was VIP 1600 the following day. And then I went 4K in 10 days. I went 12K in 30 days. And that mostly came from my warm market. I didn't have a team when I went 12K. That was all my PV was 10,000 when I hit 12K. So it was personally enrolled, all of that. And it was from me working like a damn dog, not sleeping. Like I set my alarm for 6 because I knew my kids got up at 7 and I needed that time. I stayed up later, like the hour later, that when they were asleep, I was like, however far I could stretch it, because I knew I was going to feel good in the morning. So there was no excuse on top of that. I was like, you know what, I can make it up. I can do this. I can do all the things. And it was literally just no excuses. I mean, fast forward. So that was 4 years ago that I went 12K in 30 days. It took me 3 months to hit 40K, and then 80K there was a big stall between 40 and 80. And I think that a lot of that came from inexperience and lack of layered leadership. So the people that I was bringing on, I wasn't teaching them to do what I did. to pass down, which is, I can't tell you how important that is. Like, if you know what to do, you have got to teach the people that are coming in that you feel can step into those shoes, because you can't step up unless someone steps into your shoes, right? It took me a long time and a lot of mistakes and a lot of falling back, and I did lose rank. When I first went 200K was 2 years ago, when the bonuses were out. They were half of what they just were. So it was $100,000 for 200K when I hit it. And I poured $10,000 into it. I went and took it out a line of credit. I was like, I'm going to do this and I can make it up. And I made a damn mistake. I didn't build strong. I didn't build with residual customers. I poured out a lot of packs and things like that. And I fully regretted it, because I only ever got 6 payments of that bonus, which I fully regret. However, now 4 years later, I just got my husband to 200K. He got the $200,000 US bonus, and I got a ranking match bonus on 12 different people. I earned 100% ranking match bonuses on, oh, it's right here. 100% ranking match bonus on a 200K, 280Ks, 240Ks, 412Ks, and 3 4Ks. So if you add that up, it's a shit ton of money. My first bonus payment was $77,000 in a week. And like, I can't tell you that 4 years ago, I mean, like I said, I was on welfare and I was like too broke to buy my pack, but I invested in it and I believed in how I was feeling, and I never stopped sharing it from then. I have always been the leader that is in the trenches with my team. I never stop fucking working ever. I am the leader that has 20,000 three-way messages in her inbox per day. Yes, I do. I don't try to run it all. And that's where I think that I made the mistake in my first 2 years that I'm not making now. Whereas the layered leadership is definitely like a load off, but that layered leadership also took work. But still, I'm always in the trenches. When I have somebody come to me and I'm like, in my whole team, in my team page, I'm like, if you have, we call them unicorn promoters. I'm like, if you have that unicorn promoter, you get me in that damn three-way and you get me on the phone with them, because I need to be that person that's on the phone with them, that cradles them to success. So we call unicorn promoters someone with a huge network, with they just, like, maybe they're from a small town, they know a lot of people, maybe they've moved around a lot. Like, people that have big networks are unicorn promoters. They are people that you're going to be able to bring in, and all you got to do is share your experience over and over and over again with the people that they can bring to you. This is the same thing. It's duplication, right? The same thing is, you get a customer, you turn them into 3 by getting them thriving for free. You get a promoter, you get them going VIP 800, that turns into 5. Like, it's duplication. And that's what turns your 12K into 200K into 500K into $1 million business. And you're walking across that stage holding that big $1 million check. So did I cover it?
I love that. Yes, I did. And I thank you so much for you did. I thank you so much for hopping on there. You validated so many things that we do. First of all, we also call ours unicorns. So I love that you guys have unicorn promoters as well. I love that you mentioned that you pre-sold your box. When I first started, that was all we ever did. We did buy-ins. Like, our boxes were sold before they were even at our doorstep. It was so important to do that. That way you don't have product just sitting there. Yeah. There was something else that you said. I literally just had it. Okay, so like, and I don't want to keep you for too long, but like, do you guys have systems in place that you do as far as like for your leadership and your duplication, or is it just mainly just three-way chats? Just get everybody in a conversation with you?
I have my main team page, and then I have my leadership chat, which is like, and I'm not like rank racist. I want to call it rank racist, right? Whereas like, you have to be this to get into my leadership chat. No, if you have someone with drive, someone with hustle, someone that's willing to get on a Zoom, someone that's willing to go live in your team page, damn, get them in your your leadership chat. If they're willing to step into those shoes And those are the people that I personally build with my volume. Those are the legs that I move those people under because they got hustle. And just because they can't sign a promoter now doesn't mean that I've built an 80K leg off of someone that's never signed someone but they know how to be a leader. Whereas like, that's not my strength. My strength is not leadership. My strength is enrolling. And I've built that off of transferring down the line. Another thing I can recommend right now, especially with triple fast starts going out, that we had just announced, is you're going to have a shit ton of people with product, right? With 400 packs, 800 packs. Do what's called a mini race. Okay. So Alicia, go announce this in your team page. It's called a mini race. Okay. So basically like, and this, it goes all the way down. So 40Ks, 12Ks, 80Ks, all you guys can do it depending on like however your system is built. But what I like to do for my team is I'll say there's a mini race. Okay. There is a $300 prize for the first person. There's 100 second, 50 third or whatever. And it is however many people can get out the most samples, the most 3-day mini experiences. They need to put them through the funnel. If you don't know what the funnel is, you definitely got to ask. All right, that's a whole nother page of things, but you got to put them through the funnel. Mini races have been huge for my team, especially because we're in Canada. We don't get recognition like the States. We do not get anything. We don't get locals. We don't get calls from Paul and Jason. We don't get shit up here. Like nobody even knows we exist. Okay. So like our team has been like, we joke about it all the time. We're like, we're going to put us on the map over here. So we do mini races, and that's to see how many people we can get on mini experiences, right? You get that 3-day, it's GPOT. You get people on Thrive, and then you make them work for it. Hey, I got a free mini experience for you, but you got to do this, and this to get it. So you got to create a free customer account. Go like the Le-Vel fan page. You need to make a post on Facebook and tag me in it. That is so important. Me, the person I signed with came from a tag on Facebook. I'm now a $5 million a month leader, and it came from a tag on Facebook. That's how important those tags are. Okay. So when you get someone trying their month supply, trying their promoter pack when they're feeling amazing and they tag you, other people see that. I literally never would have known the woman that I signed on with in my life. I had no mutual friends. I had nothing. It all came from her tag or someone tagging her on Facebook who wasn't even friends with me. I don't know how I saw it. And it was something about $50,000 in sales that she had gotten extra a month. And I was in this other company with the wraps and I was like, you got $50,000 in what extra a month? Like 50, I don't even know what $50,000 in sales looks like. So I was like creeping her profile, and then I messaged her. I was like, tell me everything that you have, like tell me all the things. And I'm now a 500K leader on her team. That was 4 years ago. Like, and don't get me wrong, like my enroller, Sonia, we work in the trenches every single day. We are each other's accountability partner. We check in every single morning. We talk 17 times a day. Every single new person that comes into this business, the team's growing so fast now, we can't literally keep control, but every single one of our layered leadership leaders knows that you get a unicorn promoter, you get them to us, we scoop them up. They know how to deal with VIP 800s. They know how to give out credits. They know everybody has a VIP 800 chat, which is huge. I find a VIP 800 chat just so that when somebody new comes into this business, you really want to cradle them and give them your credits and your cashbacks. So a VIP 800 chat is huge. We have one for every single leg. I'm in like 50, but every day I go into all of them and I'm like, hey, I got $20 off or for the first, 5 people that get their orders in today, and they all like rush for them. And it's all like this big rush of orders. And then you see like VIP 800, VIP 800, VIP 800. It takes off really quickly. Okay, hold on. I'm at 20. I got 20 minutes.
Nope, you're good.
Do you have any other questions?
Longer. Let me see if anybody had any questions. Because I know you have another Zoom to get to.
Opportunity
Where
Zooms huge. Opportunity Zooms, even if you just host them yourself, like this is something that I struggled with hugely. Obviously, I was an addict, and being on a schedule sucks for me. I hate schedules. I hate them. I loathe them. It's like my kryptonite. Like I hate schedules. I hate being on time. I hate having to show up at like, I mean, I was late for this. Like that just shows who I am as a person. I hate it. But like a year ago, I scheduled, and I was like, every single Tuesday I host a live event. So on Facebook you can use StreamYard or you can use Be Live. You can get 4 people that tell their stories on a Tuesday, and you can highlight them on a Tuesday and have 4 people tell their stories. Whole team shares it. Then on Thursday you have an opportunity Zoom, which is like anybody that was interested from Tuesday hops on Thursday and hears about the opportunity if they're interested in the business. And that's what I have to host in 17 minutes.
I love that. So we'll definitely have to start looking into doing things like we kind of already do some things like that, but
I'm happy to send you. So if I get off right now, I can send you the link. And if you want to hop on,
yeah,
what our opportunity Zoom is.
One last thing is enrolling tips. Do you have like quick enrolling tips? Do you have certain things that you do regularly?
Never stop fucking going.
Because you say you're like,
so my schedule, and you know what, my whole team knows this. It's so funny. I feel like it brings us closer as human beings, but I poop every single morning. Thrive makes me an extremely regular human being, and I poop every single morning. What do I do while I poop? I add like between 10 and 50 new people on Facebook and Instagram every single morning. It's my routine. I've done it for 4 years. 4 years of adding people while I poop. That's it. It's the thing that you have to make the most regular in your life, and the most regular thing you should have is a good old poop in the morning. It's good for your health. It's good for your digestive system. If you're not regular down there, you're not going to be regular in your life.
I'm dying.
It is what it is.
Like, damn right. And it's so funny, we literally just had a conversation about that this morning, but anyway, so that's hilarious. Okay, well, I will let you hop off and send me that link, and I'll share it with everybody else. Again, thank you so much for this. I'm so sorry that it was a cluster.
I'm gonna envision the rest of forever, every single person on this Zoom adding people while they poop for the rest of their lives. Good luck.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody's game plan at this point. Everybody get off and take a nice solid poop.
Tomorrow morning, we all know what we're doing at like 8 a.m. Okay, or 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. or whenever you get up.
That's fantastic. This is going to be on YouTube forever, and I'm pretty obsessed with that. So I'm going to let you go. Again, thank you so much, and thank you guys all for hopping on and listening to Kayla share her story.